Shoshi, I'm not sure if I hear it. What was the expression you said your friend used?
It was like an accidental saying of it, but I can't stop thinking about it, and I need to write it into a show. It was, well, even a broken clock is wrong once in a while.
That is so good.
It's so good. I love it so much.
And Shoshi.
Yeah.
I just made your dreams come true.
What?
Because that was the line in a show. That was the line
in
a secret show.
What?
No, keep going in slow motion. I'll start the pre-show, but I'm not ready yet.
And the secret show going like, what?
Almost there, I swear.
Oh, it's been said a bard's life can often be a hard life, or hill and jail to rove and always move from town to town. And some folk have inquired if ever we grow tired of ranging all around the world and never settling down.
But one should be a little wary of remaining stationary, 'cause comfortable is lovely, but it's not the way we grow. When life starts to unravel, pick up your pack and travel. You'll find a strange serenity in places you don't know. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. You've got no map for showing which direction you are going.
But why start on a journey if you know where it will end?
And once you recognize,
to anticipate surprise, you'll relish every twist and turn that lies around the bend. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. The world has got its demons. There are many reasons why you'd find it harder to be brave than be afraid. But every life could use some danger. Every friend was once a stranger. Ships are safe in harbor, but that's not why ships are made.
Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee. Dee-dee, a fwit-dee-dee-dee-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Adventures waiting further down the road. Let's go! Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. La-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. La
Crafting, crafting, crafting with Shushi and Cubby. What will we make today? What is the dice of the day? Crafting, creating, collaborating. What would an octopus say? Trivia questions, hooray! Creating, clickbaiting, can't hardly waiting for the crafting show. A crafting show with Cubby and Shoshi.
The Calendar Boys!
That's right, Calendar Boys, here and feeling good.
Telling you when to tune into the Twitch channel.
That's right. Look at all these things that you could do to tune in and get some entertainment and some education. Why, we serve a necessary and real purpose, the Calendar Boys, we do.
Yeah, we aren't some dumb throwaway gag that just gets recycled because two silly people think it's funny.
No, it's not a thing we do just to kill some time and make a nice little transition between the opening credits and the show. It's a real service.
Whoa, thank you, Calendar Boys.
I love it when they visit.
Yeah, they're always so nice.
It's always a pleasure. And they bring baked goods. Like, who knew the Calendar Boys were such good cooks? Bakers.
Well, the Calendar Boys live in California, so I don't really get any of the baked goods. They mailed me something once, but it was a quiche, and it was not mailed express.
But you could tell at least that, like, had it arrived on time, the crust would have been crispy and buttery, and
you could see the care taken into it. The artistry absolutely was evident. It's just that it took a week to get there.
Yeah. It's ironic that the Calendar Boys really don't have a great concept of time.
Shoshi, I'm pretty sure no one has a good concept of time.
You're right. Time it's an invention.
It's not
really
real.
Really, the only thing you can measure is the ultimate heat death of the universe. If that's not time, what is?
I mean, basically, we're just on a super long countdown to the heat death of everything.
Comforting.
Yeah.
Comforting.
Can we take a break? I've got to entropy. That's when you stand outside of somebody's house and pee into it.
And entropy. Yeah. That's when you have one of those weird homes where, like, the bathroom is right at the entryway.
No. It's
your entropy.
It doesn't really have the same sting to it if there is a water closet involved. Well, then it's a trick shot, which is a different kind of impressive.
Yeah, that's true.
I just want to say I saw so Mab is here.
Yes.
But
not physically here. Is the Mab in the room with you right now? No.
No.
She's not.
No. See? We have evidence. What a strange question to ask. No, she sent a quick message on the private chat.
Oh, yes. She has cat business.
Yeah, I misunderstood that entirely.
Oh.
I thought she had to go off camera to go like
Little bunny foo-foo.
No, well, she said it was cat expression time.
That she just had to like expression.
I thought she was gonna make kitty faces, and I'm like, well, why aren't you on camera for that, Mab? That sounds great.
I'm ready for it. And also the viewers can probably tell I'm not in my normal setup space. I'm actually in my bedroom. because I got very sick this week. I got COVID. I'm very upset with myself. I've been trying very hard. Like I'm pretty good about masking, but like I'm in a show and like, you know, like you're exposed to the public and what can you do?
It's calculated risk. Like
Yeah.
when the more I perform, the better I get about masking when I'm off stage, but it's because I am calculated risk.
Yeah. But I was really sick for like 2 days. Oh, cool.
Welcome.
That must have been. We've never been to Gen Con. Wait, have you been to Gen Con, Cubby?
I've never been to Gen Con.
Okay, I have.
Yeah, because you're cooler than me.
Well, and Nat 21 Adventures has been to Gen Con.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Weave, the collective,
Yes.
has been.
It's actually a great time. If you ever get a chance to go, I actually highly recommend it. Like, yeah, welcome, Dr. Smevel. We're happy to have you here. Yeah, Gen Con's like really. There was a while where I went every year.
To Gen Con?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to be more of a miniatures painter. And I worked with this group called the Paint and Take, which I think is still there. Where basically you could like sit down at a big table and like inside the ring of tables, there's like people who know how to paint miniatures. And then on the tables are like free miniatures and paint. And you can just like sit and paint and get little paint tutorials and like, oh, excellent.
Smevel.
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 Dr. Smevel. I like
Dr.
it.
Smevel.
Amazing. Thank you. Yeah, and I worked with the Paint and Take for like 5 years in a row. My first year was when it was still in Milwaukee. That's how old I am.
Ooh, old school.
Gen Con was in Milwaukee?
Many, many, many years ago, before it was in Indianapolis.
Huh. I did not know that.
It was originally in Geneva, Wisconsin. That's why it's Gen Con. And then it got too big for Geneva, Wisconsin. And then it went to Milwaukee, and it was in Milwaukee for not that many years until it went to Indianapolis. But when I went to school in Wisconsin, it was very easy to go to Gen.
That's true. Man. Yeah, we were just talking about this last night, Magnus and I, and he wanted to go because he was, you know, like a collector of the original Dragon magazines and everything. And
that was a fun magazine. I used to read that a bit in the 90s.
Right? Agreed.
When I was young.
Nerd.
Oh my goodness. Do we have our fourth and final special guest? Kitty, amazing. I didn't know you were going to be here today. Wonderful.
Hey, I didn't either. I just happened to be in town right now. Well, actually, I was getting pretty good reception even in the woods the other day. Anyway, yeah, I was like, hey, I'm going to join. I'm at the laundromat.
Oh, yeah. And that's a craft.
Yeah.
Yeah. The laundromat is such a good. I love a laundromat, actually.
Me too. These are the
I
things I love from being on the road, you know?
Yeah.
Brent and I went and stayed in a hotel last night and did the whole hot tub hotel room thing. It was awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's like the nicest when you've been on the road, and at least as far as when I'm on the road for a long time, I love to camp. So like I end up camping, but like that one little treat hotel you can get for yourself is like the best.
Well, in a little more than a week, I'm going to be splitting the difference.
That's
Oh
right.
yeah, tell us about this campground you found. I know you have before, but I want to hear about it again because it sounds so nice.
Okay, well, so next week I will be here, but then the week after I will be off in Colorado studying the art of the bouffant.
You're
Yay.
going to you're going to clown school.
Well, it's really just a workshop, but it is a high level 3-week clowning workshop. So
Yeah, that's been fun for a workshop. Some workshops are only 2 hours, so
yeah, this is way more involved than that.
I'm
And
so happy for you, Cubby. It's going to be so fun.
yeah, I found this hotel that is 5 miles from downtown Boulder that has 2 little campsites on it. Like they can take 2 people with tents at a given moment, and I've got it for those 3 weeks. I'm gonna just set up a nice little tent, and but I'll have full access to the hotel, so I will have laundry and showers.
so cool that they have that.
Right? Isn't that such a good setup? And they have like a pool.
They should have more places that have that.
Yeah, there's a pool and a hot tub.
Incredible.
And continental breakfast.
And they do. Breakfast is covered for the whole workshop. I can just like wake up, which is the hard part anyway, and like saunter down. I mean, it might be a pretty bad breakfast, but here's the thing.
It's free.
Uh-huh.
Even if it's just like cereal and milk and like some muffins, that's great.
Honestly, a not so great continental breakfast is the perfect place to steal snacks for the day.
Yep. That's anytime I stay in a hotel, it's bag lunch. And by bag lunch I mean pocket lunch.
Pocket lunch. What
Pockets are
have I
that.
got in my pockets?
Pockets
Brent
are
and
just
I
nice.
went to the continental breakfast this morning at the hotel, and Brent had such plans for stealing all the packaged things that he wanted to wear the cat burglar mask that we have
Yeah, that's
because we
subtle.
just have one.
They don't even care.
Yeah,
Honestly, I think they'd love that. You would probably make that clerk's day
Yeah.
if you put on a ski mask and like stole food and just ran away.
yeah, she was pretty nice. I think she would have got a kick out of it.
Yeah. Actually, that's a good idea. I have a stripy shirt, and I'll wear like this hat with a mask. I should just steal snacks like that one day.
I should
Yeah.
show you guys the cat burglar mask that I'm referring to because
Maybe
it's in
something
the
like
car.
a domino kind of mask.
I would like to see this mask.
Cool.
Like it's basically a sock with a couple of holes cut in it, tied around your head.
So this one is more literal when I say cat burglar mask.
Oh my god, it's a cat.
Oh,
Burglar.
it's literally a cat.
Right.
Yeah, I double what I said before about how he should have done it, and it would have made their day.
Yeah.
They would love that.
What a great
Next
little
time.
Oh, so Shoshi, you got COVID this week,
I did. That's
I
why
got-
I was no.
and I got my sunglasses shields.
Ooh.
Hey.
I
Oh,
was
they look great.
I was showing these shades off last week, but I had ordered and not yet received these little side shields.
Need those
They look
to
they
keep
look
the COVID
great.
out.
they look really good. Are they comfortable?
They are, and they're really perfect. One review complained about them being on the small side, which actually made me pretty hopeful because I was like, well, these are very small frames, very close to the eye, and it you can see it really just like it's just the perfect size.
So So it's a separate
Yeah.
thing. It doesn't come with the sunglasses, and you have to make sure that they're the same size, or how does that
Well,
work there?
The clips, it comes with 2 sets of clips, one for thin glass sunglasses and one for thin frames and one for big frames. It will not work if they're frameless or if the glass is thicker than the frames, because they basically use the frame to secure themselves, but then it just clips on here. And there's a little loop that keeps it on the arm. And this is maybe the happiest I've been with a sunglass purchase since probably the Heart sunglasses that are prescription.
Amazing.
So cute.
I like it.
Yeah.
So yeah, COVID is going around again. I don't have it. That cough was because of marijuana. There's an outbreak.
I got it this week.
Oh damn! There's an outbreak at the Burlington where I'm at right now, and I'm like, damn, I don't want to get it.
Yeah, no, mask up. It really works. It really does
I
actually
don't even
make.
have one anymore.
I gotta sell you one, or send you.
Well, I've got them at home. I just don't have one out here with me, but I could get I could get some.
Yeah, it really does make a difference. Like, cause I'm pretty sure. Well, I'm in a show, and like I can't mask when I'm in the show.
Wow, that's the fucking tricky part, isn't it?
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that's where I got it. Because I mask pretty much everywhere else. Because I really didn't want to get sick because I had a lot of work to do. But I'm fine. I'm feeling okay. Apparently this new strain is really hard, but then it doesn't last very long, and that seemed to be what it did with me. But I was way sicker than the first time. Like I was actually legit really sick for this one. Don't recommend it. Don't like it.
I hate to give, if I may give a counterpoint. I don't know how much masking helps, because I mask pretty intensely and I still get sick, but fewer and fewer people realize I'm autistic.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. I see what you did there.
Oh, wait. We have the clip to play for that.
Oh.
This is, and Mab and Kitty don't know about it yet.
Oh my
God. I
God.
haven't seen it yet. Okay, play away.
The princess just stays tied up and screams the whole time.
Probably. I forget it a lot. I actually watched it in the hospital.
Hi, Puggle.
I don't think we should.
Yeah, we should just do it. Okay.
We should just do it. Cool.
It's so long.
I got your reference.
I got your reference.
I just wanted you to know.
I just wanted you to know.
I got your reference.
I got your reference.
So I guess, way to go.
Way to go.
It wasn't very clever. It wasn't very fun. But no one else got it. So I guess that means I won. I got your reference.
I got your reference.
I didn't even strain.
Not even a little.
I got your reference.
I got your reference.
Please don't explain.
No need.
Don't be afraid to dip into obscurity, because colorless green ideas sleep furiously.
I garbled a little.
Yeah, me too.
last time.
Let's try it again. This time we'll speak it. Then we'll do another one with singing.
Colorless green ideas
Ideas
sleep furiously.
Colorless green ideas
sleep furiously.
Colorless.
Is the spoken word working?
Huh?
Is this my bit working?
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Oh my god. Yeah.
I'm so glad I loaded this
do
clip
we
and not
make
the
it
one
better?
after it where we just sing it without any of this.
It'll be easier for me.
It's
You guys are babies. Hey, I got your reference. I think that's the best
I
part.
feel like I want the clip so that I can play that next time someone makes a reference that I get.
I got your reference.
I know at some point we did have like that
No-
ability,
No
but I
need
don't.
to explain.
I know that was the plan. I can't remember if we actually. I think we really only did a lot of posting of War on Christmas.
Yeah, we have a song about a recruitment song to join the war on Christmas.
Yeah. Actually, it's fun. We expanded it a couple of years ago because I was doing a variety show. So it's now
you
like
made it
a
interesting.
3-verse full. It used to just be a little 1 verse and a
Just a little.
refrain kind of thing.
Yeah, and now it's like a full song.
I just got so tired about. Well, we got so tired about hearing about the War of Christmas and not being able to,
Join.
shoot Christmas in the face.
Join up.
Honestly, one of my favorite memes that I created from a tweet that you have done, Cubby, is that we can. Yeah, that was really specific.
I love that phrase so much.
It's something of. I wish I could remember the very first part about celebrating traditional Christmas by bucket drumming in a maternity ward.
Good, very good.
That was really good.
I made a meme out of it.
Yeah, maybe we should make that little clip and people could put it to things when they get someone's reference.
I'd also like to join the armed forces in the war against Christmas.
Yeah, when Christmas comes around again, we'll
Do
put
a
out. Is it
recruitment drive
that
for
you-
the war on Christmas?
Well, I have video of the variety show cabaret performance,
Ooh, yes, the full version.
the full version, and I do post that every December, trying to drum up some cannon fodder for the
Why
coming
not
back.
post it early?
I caught none of that.
Bucket drumming in a maternity ward. Up. That's a great place for recruitment.
That's true. What did you say, Kitty?
I don't remember now.
It was now
Pizza
I forget.
money.
What's this pizza money? What's happening here? What are you making, Matt?
I made magnets, pizza money magnets.
Oh, I remember now.
was a-
Cubby, you should
they're
post it
magnets.
early.
Oh my god, you can put your pizza coupons on the fridge with those.
Yes. Oh, that's what Kitty said. Kitty said post it early.
Right. There's motherfuckers that like to do Christmas in July.
You know what?
Oh, yeah.
If I get
Also,
quiet
this is
for a little
funny.
while, it means I'm working. But first, I wanted to say, Victoria London Fog, the Halloween lovers need to start celebrating the rest of the Halloweens. There's 4 or 5 a year. And in December, we've got Krampusnacht, which is one of the best. Like, right now,
I celebrate all of them.
we're in Summerween season right now. There's traditional Halloween. There's Zombie Jeebus Day. There's Frankentine's Day in February.
I'm gonna hop off and finish doing my laundry, but first I wanted to tell you about a craft.
Oh, please do.
Tell us.
So I made a bug stage. I took this little piece of wood that I found and I painted it to look like a little proscenium because there's a lot of bugs around and it's very frustrating. So I decided to embrace it. So I've had bugs performing on it whenever I get a chance.
I love that. It's like a flea circus, but for real.
Yeah. So I'll send you one of my favoriteest performers was this little inchworm. That little star did such a good job. So I'll post it on the Discord.
Hell to the yeah.
I love little inchworms.
Yeah. All right. Well, I love you guys. I'm gonna go now.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Thank you for dropping by, Kitty. It was so great to see you.
Yeah, what a nice, lovely surprise.
You're welcome.
Okay, so I can't load that video file as a clip we can play regularly because it's too large.
Yes.
But
They got me on that one before.
it's telling me there's a button I can press to just play videos. So I'm gonna
Test it out.
yeah, so just warning, I forget how long it is, but it is a full-length song. So
I don't think it's that long.
I mean it's like
I watched it.
yeah, it's like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Probably.
4 hours and 27 minutes.
Yeah.
It's gonna be an easy show.
Just a song cycle. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that was easy.
Full operatic epic.
Y'all want to watch it?
Yes, please.
Show me what you got. Already coming.
At ease. The plain and simple fact of the matter is that the human mind cannot deal with more than one holiday per calendar month. For most months, this is not a problem. But we are not in most months. We are in the month of December, which is currently a battleground and soon to be a war zone. Because old holidays don't die. They just stop being observed.
I have a big cover on.
Come join the war on Christmas. And once more draw nigh. Come join the war on Christmas. Happy holidays are battle cry. We'll taste it, eat with the season's treat, and to Santa say bye-bye. Woo! Come join the war on Christmas. By gosh, we've got to try. Come join the war on Christmas. Disrupt the winter trend. Come join the war on Christmas, though it surely means your end. You'll give your life to end this strife and clouds of holy rain. Come join the war on Christmas. We will not break or bend. Come join the war on Christmas. There's no better time to start. Come join the war on Christmas. This holiday we will guard. We'll seize that day, send it on its way with calling through its heart.
Cubby, you're so good at getting like riling up a crowd.
Well, what can I say? I'm a bard and I dumped a lot of stats into that.
You and me both, buddy.
Heck yeah.
I am
So
actually
fun. I forgot how fun those lyrics were. I hadn't heard it since I watched that video of you doing it like a year ago.
Yeah, I don't really rewatch it every year, and that was a couple of years ago, so that might be the first time I'm actually watching it.
Ooh.
Oh.
I am pretty proud of the line rhyming "We will not break or bend" with "and boughs of holly rend."
Yeah.
I don't know if that comes across. I think that might be a little bit too prolix, but on paper, it's great.
Well, yeah, and I also feel like I believe we talked about this before, like with pyropods. Like, it's important to have lines and rhymes and jokes. I think in everything that's created, that's just for the performer.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
matter if anyone else gets it.
Dude, yes.
For us.
I've got those.
Yeah, you got to have a couple.
I've got those.
When I was doing murder mysteries more regularly, I basically developed my little theory. There's two types of jokes. There's the jokes that are refined and set and they work. Those are the jokes for the audience. And then there are the jokes that never quite land, but I can't not do. And those are the jokes for me.
Yeah.
There's also jokes that are setup jokes that aren't intended to land, but they set the scene for a freaking hilarious callback that wouldn't be anywhere near as funny.
And also there are jokes that like they don't land, but they set the tone. Like they set up the expectation and like the like.
Yeah, I will keep a joke that doesn't give a laugh if it's a really good character moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good way to say that.
Of course, I'll also like constantly work on that joke and try to get the laugh from it.
Because
I mean, some of the stuff is just not gonna land. Like my friend David did this whole thing where, okay, in the scene there's somebody who has a spoon collection that's being held hostage, and he's got this amazing line. Now he keeps it in because he's developed this whole routine to explain it, but it's you'll do what I want you to do, or else I will give your spins to my good friend. Perhaps you've heard of him, Uri Geller. And if you have ever wanted to hear one laugh in a big room, that's the joke for you. So he does a whole thing where he's like, he describes Uri Geller's routine because he used to go on talk shows and bend spoons with his mind. That's he destroys spoons, but he would like hold it and rub it and it would bend a bit, and he's doing this for a while and he's like, no, I don't know how you do this, and it gets softer. That's not really goes with my experience, but different strokes. I mean, I would still use I wouldn't do his whole routine. I wasn't going to take a whole routine when I did that character, but I still do the joke. I'm like, that was too good for you. You look it up when you get home. You'll laugh then.
Y'all are making me think of Stefan, aka when he was Swami Omami.
Oh, I forgot about that character.
And he will write an entire routine for one joke.
Oh, yeah.
And if I'm maybe so bold as to kind of talk through one of his routines.
Sure.
He talks about learning how to sword swallow, and where he practices with a lollipop to help his gag reflex. And he has this long explanation, and then he goes, but enough lollygagging.
Oh.
But wait, that's just a throwaway joke.
That is still just magnificently sour.
Right. And then he talks about, okay, enough lollygagging. Now, I could do a scripted routine, or I could let the audience choose. And he takes a vote, and he's like, okay, so yell out script. Now yell out choice. Okay, so you guys have chosen to choose. Okay, so now your choice is, and he does a forced choice of icky or cute. And then he's like, okay, cute. You guys chose cute. And then he says, I'm going to make balloon animals in the traditional balloon animal. Now, some people blow up a balloon animal and they sculpt it. And then he blows up a small pink round balloon. And then he does a long, whatever they call them, finger balloons, blows it up just a little bit. Then he holds the pink balloon here, and then he starts swimming the little white one there like this. And he's like, I'm creating a balloon animal in the traditional way. And then he says, which is funny, and then he says, for those of you that are not sure what's happening here, this is Barbie Dream's Death Star, and this is a TIE fighter trying to get in, or an XY wing, actually, is what he says. And it's trying to get in a exhaust port 3 meters. Well, not quite, but basically, yeah. And then, and then he like swims a little balloon sperm behind, and he holds it up, and he goes, and now we watch and wait for the miracle of balloon life to occur. And this is, by the way, this routine's like almost 20, 25 minutes. And he sits there and he waits. And this is part of the brilliance of everything Stefan does. Nobody likes awkward silence on stage. And the audience will start laughing because it's an uncomfortable situation.
Oh, yeah.
And he pushes it for as long as he possibly can, and then a little bit further. And he's so the gestation period, and he starts talking about the gestation period of an elephant is like 3 years, and humans 9 months. Fortunately, the gestation period of a balloon animal is 35 minutes, or he comes up with an awkwardly large, like small number that's still way more awkward than what you would expect to see.
That still nobody wants to sit through.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he's sitting there and he's waiting, and it's awkward. And you get 2 or 3 rounds of laughter, and occasionally somebody will shout something out. And he just sits there and waits. And then he says, I think that this was more of a commitment than I was prepared to make. And he grabs the hanger that he had on stage for practicing sword swallowing.
Amazing.
The pink balloon.
Oh.
And the audience loses their shit.
Incredible.
Wow.
And then he says, you were all screaming for choice a minute ago.
I would say he really got their zygote.
Whoa.
I know, Victoria London Fog. That act is definitely one of my favorites. But that's not even the end of the act. The end of the act is a throwaway sideshow routine where it's not a throwaway. It's actually hard to do. Where it's called mental floss, and he takes the remaining sperm balloon that's still there because he popped the egg balloon, snorts the tail up his nose, horks it out, and then.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, that's the routine. And he says, I'm not making this look harder than it is. It's like he's having a hard time doing it because he's not making it.
That was my favorite line from, I think it was Darbuka Dave. Yeah, it was Darbuka Dave who would do the staples and be like, people would ask you, like, what's the trick? Be like, it hurts. Like, the trick is I'm actually stapling myself. It hurts. Ta-da! That's the trick.
I once did a show with Reverend Molotov Cocktease.
Oh, I know the actor you're talking about. I'm so glad you brought it up. Oh my god.
Just she was doing her geek act, and at one point, like, I think I was doing like hosting duties, and at one point she gets the audience to basically force me to agree to accept tips with the staple gun.
On you?
Oh,
on me. And I'm like, okay, I'll take a $50 tip. That's it. If you want to do, I'll do it. Untrained, I'll Yelp. But that, although I thought of it, sorry, I'm very track skipping today.
Me too.
I think the best thing anyone yelled at me from the audience once is I was hosting a Twilight Zone burlesque show as Rod Serling, and like, of course, it was all about the pausing. And at one point, I'm, pausing and smoking, and somebody says, "Wait for it," and I just look like where the voice came from, and I go, "Well, now you will."
You made them wait so long. I thought you were going to talk about the Mackenzie Molotov. She has a sword swallowing act where
oh my
she comes out pregnant.
Yeah, oh my god, I saw her when she was like 8-9 months. And she did that.
She was actually pregnant. That was amazing when she did it when she was actually pregnant. But yeah, it's such a good, like, and comes out with the coat hanger and like tries it and then is like, oh, it doesn't work this way. I know, I'll try it this way. And then
she's brilliant.
And then at the end, like gives an abortion to a rubber chicken. So it ends.
She's brilliant.
Oh, she was 9 months because it was the last show she had scheduled before her due date.
Oh dang! No, I only saw it. I saw it. I guess like years before that. I think.
Yeah, I had the perfect timing. I happened to catch that act when she was very pregnant. It was amazing. It was spectacular. It was so perfect.
Did you see that she did an amazing photo shoot with her baby, where it was just her like putting her baby in dangerous situations?
Oh my! It's so cute.
Dressed her baby up like Divine. Oh my
yes,
god.
And then dressed her baby up like Divine. So good.
Painted the makeup. Oh my god. She's been in magazines for that photo shoot.
As well, she should.
Hold on, Kara Chap.
Come on, we got you. We got you. We're here for you. Reach out to our hat. No, wait, don't. We're not trustworthy. Find your own way.
Oh.
We'll only lay you down.
Oh yeah, we're gonna let you down.
Yeah. Find your own way. Cut us out. Cut us out.
Like I said in my wedding vows, I'm gonna let you down.
Oh, okay, so I just went to a wedding from a couple of performer friends, and that was last month, I think, or the month before. And I made pennants, not penance, but pennants.
Well, did you feel a little guilty, but you worked through it by making the pennants? Were they pennants?
They were pennants that you wave. And anyways, but I get to the wedding, and the groom had stuck whoopee cushions on all the seats for the bridal party.
Incredible.
Yeah.
I
And
love that. That's
They-
an act of love.
both,
Let's be.
without telling each other, had scripted awkward magic tricks to present the ring without telling each other.
Oh.
And and you may now do the rings, and he goes, the ring. Oh no, the ring. The ring. And then she goes, okay, this is hysterical. The ring. Oh no, the ring. And like they had totally done it without each other's knowledge.
Hilarious.
Oh my goodness.
They wanted to one up each other on that, and it was so perfect. And like their vows were echoing similar. They were like said something about like, and now I'm done monologuing about myself. I'd like to take this opportunity to talk a little bit about blank. And I was like, oh, okay, and they wrote them independently too.
Amazing.
And like it was 2 minds, and it was freaky. 2 minds as one.
That's so cute. That's
You would've
just so
loved it.
adorable.
It was at the American Visionary Art Museum.
Oh.
Loved it.
Oh, that is
I
such a
haven't-
cool place.
I haven't lived on the East Coast in like 7 years now, and I still keep my membership there because I love that place so much. And I do, in like one of my oldest friends, they live in Baltimore. So like when I go visit them, now I have a membership, and that's where we go. But I love that.
Yeah, that
place.
works out pretty well, actually.
Yeah, and I think it's only like $25 a year. So like
Worth
totally
it.
worth it. Even if I use it once, it's
Yeah.
worth it.
Yeah.
And their gift shop is amazing.
Oh, I love that place so much.
That's where I got that mask.
Oh, I bet it was.
Which mask? You have so many.
No, it's gonna click for you, Shoshi. The really creepy mask.
Oh yeah.
Is it a paper mask with a face printed on it?
No, it's latex, and it's very photorealistic, fleshy,
Yeah.
and it's got like a painted on mustache and painted on extravagant eyebrows, and you put it on and you're just like, I don't know what's behind that mask, but I'm not convinced it's human.
Yeah. It's like let me just put on my human mask and go interact with the human.
I am a human person.
You know what? I'm gonna have to find that mask because I want to see what it looks like with these glasses.
You go too far.
Hubby, one of my favorite costumes you've always talked about making is your human costume.
That would be so much fun.
To go to a party. And you had like, because you have like a loose fitting suit, and then you'd get like burlap.
Well, I would
maybe?
the idea would be like to make a jumpsuit that's styled to look like a suit with a shirt and tie when you do it, but it's just one article of clothing with all of that attached to it.
Yeah.
And then like big fake human hands and a human mask, and then any place where I can get gaps, I would love to put like scales, and then like just put on some weird shapes for my so it just looks like there's more going on.
I love it. It'd be so good to wear to like a con or like, I don't know, anything. It's such a good costume. The only problem is it'd probably be very hot and uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But you deserve that because that's horrifying. That's all I'm saying.
Cubby has incredible Halloween costumes. Tell Mab about your Marat Sod.
I don't know what those words mean.
Oh, so one year for Halloween, you know what? I should look up the reference before I start saying it out loud so that I'll be able to show you when I say it.
Yeah. I'm not. While you do that, I'll cover with my story about Halloween. So I don't dislike Halloween, but I also do not enjoy it. And everyone's going to be like, what's wrong with you? What do you mean? Well, here's the thing. So I didn't really grow up doing Halloween so much. My parents weren't really into it, and so it wasn't. I don't really have like fond childhood memories of it. Like it just wasn't really like in my scope of activities. Like I went to other friends' parties, but like they were parties, and like sometimes I'd have fun at parties, but if I was the only weirdo there, then parties were really hard for me and lonely, and people made fun of me. So like, you know what I mean? Like it's a complicated thing. And then in college, I was like, okay, I'm gonna figure Halloween out. I'm gonna like get into it. It's gonna be fun. But unfortunately, I went to college at UW-Madison, which is every year on Halloween there is a riot by the students. They're horrible. They're horrible, awful, horrible people. Like all of the frats come out and they flood the streets, and the streets are so crowded that it's like
a bad riot, like an angry, I'm ready to protest a thing riot, or a riot like
no, not a protest, not something with a legitimate reason. Like just dumb frat boys getting out of hand and then breaking all the windows on State Street for no reason. Yeah, like, and then no one really gets in trouble because, well, anyway. But like, yeah, like I had a couple horrible years of that. And then I started being like a professional performer where like getting into costume is a job for me. Like, I love it. I love my job. I love wearing costumes. I love getting into costume. But sort of the idea of thinking up a costume and having to make it when that's already my full-time job, like it's not pleasurable for me so much for Halloween. So I have like this, but like I love that people love it. I don't ever want to like say anything that would disparage anyone else. I just like, I have a hard time getting myself excited over it, but I love things that other people are excited about. So I want to hear about your Halloween costume. Your Halloween costume is amazing, Cubby.
All of our mutual friend Kim Cruz, I believe she refers to Halloween as amateur night.
Yes. Except for the part where I'm a professional and I celebrate Halloween for the neighborhood.
See, now that's cool. I love that. And actually, my love of Halloween did eventually, I am a little come around to it because I worked for an amazing haunted house for many years, Eastern State Penitentiary. And they're like, they're seriously lovely people, like legitimately great people. Like I have nothing but good things to say about that whole organization. Yeah, like they're, well, like, you know how like when you read like the corporate like diversity and inclusion statement, they, like people would clap and cheer at the end of it, like unironically, like they're just a bunch of like queer performers who decided to do a haunted house to save an old penitentiary, and now it makes so much money that they are putting the extra money in to help with prison reform. And like,
yes,
like they're great. So that really helped me like revive my love of them.
If you can make it back to Philly in October sometime, from what I've been hearing about what they've been doing over there, they have.
I know. I hear it's amazing.
They have redesigned. It's not. Well, there is a haunt. They still do terror behind the walls, but it's much more of a Halloween hangout.
They have like a cafe. They have like a little bar.
There's a vampire nightclub with live singing.
I love it.
And like if you're ever in Philly, Mab, like Eastern State
Oh, I
Penitentiary.
would never go to Philly.
You've been there. I've seen you there. I have video of it.
Oh shit.
But Eastern State Penitentiary, the actual even building is amazing. It looks like a castle just
Yeah.
in the middle of the city. And my favorite part is you go in the daytime and you do the tour and it's worth the money to pay for the tape because the audio is oh my gosh, my brain's not working right now. Help me out, Cubby.
I forgive you.
What? Steve Buscemi. Steve Buscemi is the voice guide.
Is the narrator. Oh my god.
Narrator, and he clearly loves Eastern State. But my favorite part is he also clearly does not believe in ghosts. Because if you get to the part where it talks about the haunted section, his like up till now, his like cadence and energy has been like, you can just tell he just loves this place. And then it gets to the ghosts and he's like, some people say this place is haunted. Is it? I don't know. Talk to these people. Like
those people are morons.
Like his voice completely changes and it's so funny.
That's amazing. I love that so much. But yeah, there's also a DJ dance club thing. So like the Halloween Nights thing is so, and they have like a whole bunch of movement artists, like circus professionals. Like,
of course they do.
Yeah,
it's a busy time of year for sideshow and circus folk.
Yeah, but they've got. I have a friend that does poi and lira for them.
Well, and the other thing that's got me come around to Halloween is kind of this sort of thing, and what you were talking about, Mab, where like it can be a real like gift to the community to make a space for people to come for Halloween, especially now, like especially for kids, but also adults. Like, there's not a lot of places where you get to do that anymore.
Right. Like the point is, and I meet my neighbors every year, and that's like one of my favorite things, you know, is I've met my neighbors, and like you don't meet your neighbors as much these days.
You really don't. Yeah.
And I am a person that wants to know my community so that I don't get robbed.
Yeah.
I mean, for other altruistic reasons.
Also, it's nice to know your neighbors.
So this probably is one of the best Halloween costumes I've ever done. This is the reference. It is David's Death of Marat.
When you see it, you know that painting, right?
Okay.
It's like a famous Renaissance.
It is less well known than I thought it was, because I thought like everyone's gonna get this. And then I went to my regular Scarioke event. And nobody got it. But
those people are fools.
Take a look.
It's so good.
Love it.
So at that event, absolutely nobody knew who I was, and eventually I had, like, I love the musical Marat Sade. So of course, like, if people are like, "Who are you?" I must write for the revolution. The people need me. And nobody got
that.
I mean, I don't know why I thought an obscure theatrical reference would help nail it for people. But I'm sorry, has the general population not seen the Peter Brook filmed version? Because it is exquisite.
No.
I haven't seen it. I need to see it. I haven't seen it in a very long time.
It's been a while for me too. I could do a rewatch. It's the full name of the show, Mab, is the persecution and assassination of Jean-Paul Marat as performed by the inmates of the asylum of Charenton under the direction of the Marquis de Sade.
Yeah, I think I have seen that actually.
It's so good.
It's a musical.
What's the point of a revolution without general copulation? The picture is from when I went to my friend's party where I knocked on the door and people immediately got it.
Oh, see, doing
And
a costume where you go to a party where people would get it is awesome.
yes, and I was immediately asked to pose with the woman who had dressed as Marie Antoinette.
Ah.
And fittingly, she had no idea what was going on.
Perfect. So
All the
my
history geeks are snickering, and she's just, what?
Huh?
It's
My craft that I'm doing, if people are wondering, since I'm stuck in my bedroom quarantining, I'm gonna refold all the stuff in my clothes cabinet.
Noble pursuit, my little one.
Yeah.
Noble.
And I figure, I was like, you know what? I'm stuck in here. It's not gonna be too exhausting to do that. I'm gonna refold all my stuff, and then future Shoshi will be so happy with me.
that's a good plan.
It's
Yeah.
like a little gift for future Shoshi.
It is. Yeah. A lot of times future Shoshi a lot of times past Shoshi is not great to me. But
Oh.
sometimes she gives me a little gift. So
1, 2, 3.
I like her dress, Mab.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. As I walk off camera because I'm so shy.
But we could still see it a little bit in the mirror. So it was also kind of...
Wow. That mirror is brilliant.
It's like there's such good stripes and such good colors.
Yay. I like stripes.
Yeah, me
Stripes
too.
are so cool.
Stripes.
Oh, I'm not wearing any stripes.
Yeah, get out, Cubby. You have stripes.
Oh.
Okay.
I thought stripes were mandatory for all circus folk.
I thought so too.
That's
You've got
pretty-
stripes on you. You've got stripes tattooed on you, so you're good all the time.
Oh, that's true. I do have some stripes. Well, all humans have stripes.
I've
That's
heard
right. We just can't see them.
Yeah, because our eyes aren't that good.
Yeah, but our cats probably see them.
Yeah.
Our cats are like, "You're stripy just like me.
Aw.
Yeah. Friends forever." Oh, I missed my cat, you guys.
I'm so sorry, sweetie.
Yeah, it's
I miss your
sad.
cat.
Yeah, I just miss him, you know? Like, I can't. I can. Like, I am sad. It's not like a sadness where there's like regret or anger because.
You haven't gotten to that stage of grief yet.
Well, no, I feel like I sort of like I'm at acceptance. I'm just sad, you know? It's just sad. Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm always gonna I'm always gonna miss him.
I remember when I fell in love with that cat.
Everybody did.
Because it wasn't when I met him, because it was just the story when you guys had to get a hotel room because of the wildfires. And
oh yeah.
And Archie was really upset. And eventually you guys figured out that it's because he likes looking out windows, and the window was too high for him to see, so you put a little chair there, and you sent the picture of him just so excited looking at everything going on.
Oh my gosh, it's such we like picked him up and held him to the window, and literally his face was like, what? He like put his paw on the window, like, what? It's different. Yeah, and that was the only thing that like got him out of his little hidey holes. He's like, I gotta look out that window.
Oh.
Yeah, he's a great cat. I mean, they're all great. They're all great cats.
They really are.
Yeah.
Even the crappy asshole dick ones.
They're all great. I love the like.
I love cats that hate me.
I'm sure people have maybe already heard this, or I probably talked about it before, but it's like made the rounds in the Reddit thing about this like it's like a journal entry from like a Japanese emperor in like, I don't know, some olden times, but he's a kid and he's like, I must take some time today to write in my journal about my cat. It was a gift, and he just arrived today, and he's like 4 sun high and 6 sun long, and when he curls up, he looks like a beautiful little black disc. No one can describe his color. It's indescribable. I put a bow on him, but it did not last long. When he's angry, he outstretches his claws, and he just like describes this little cat, and at the end, he's like, I believe him to be superior to all other cats. I know yes, he is everyone else's cat.
That's every cat.
And then someone else later down in the Reddit thing, like looked up those measurements. Apparently a sun is just like 1.5 inches. So he's describing a kitten. It's a tiny little kitten he's got. Because like it's only 4 suns. It's like a tiny little thing.
He is correct. His cat is superior to all others.
Yep.
Every cat is superior to all others.
Exactly. Be like, yep.
Except Murder Beast is the most superior.
Oh yes, Murder Beast is the most superior to all of it.
Every cat more superior than the last.
Yeah.
Each castle more identical than the last.
I actually really enjoy folding laundry.
I don't hate it.
Yeah, I actually like it's a task I actually sort of enjoy.
I wouldn't say I enjoy it. I'll do it. I used to fold Liz's laundry a little bit. Like I'd catch it when it was over, and she asked me to stop doing it because now I am dyspraxic, so they weren't well folded. But I did my best. I did try really, really hard.
Well, and I at least for me, like I have a particular way I like my laundry folded, so that it fits in my stuff.
Good luck, again. Sorry.
No, we used the same technique. She just did it a lot better.
Yeah, exactly.
Magnus does like laundry is the one of 2 household chores that I cannot abide. Believe it or not. I don't, it's not hard. I just can't wrap my brain around laundry.
No, I understand. I have certain things that I'm just like.
And Magnus would weep when I would throw everything into the washer in a handful of soap or whatever. So he does the laundry. It wasn't weaponized incompetence. It was just an arrangement for everyone's benefit. And I've literally bought more underwear instead of doing laundry. It's like how little I enjoy doing laundry.
You're definitely not the first person I've heard that from.
And
Nick does the laundry in our house, and I am forever grateful because he does things like separating them.
Yeah.
He washes things at like different settings.
Yep. And Magnus does not like folding. And I actually like folding sheets because it's very satisfying.
Oh, I know how to fold a sheet too, and I like it.
I don't like folding fitted sheets. Those can get fucked for all I care. But
you nestle them though.
Yeah.
All right.
Now that
that's the closest thing to a tip I've got for that. Jumping back to cats real quick.
Yeah.
I do love when cats have titles.
Me too.
A friend of mine who I do virtual murder mysteries with, they and their partner have a cat named Commodore Welcome.
Oh, great name.
I know, right?
Just to be clear, Murder Beast is his title.
Oh, that's not his name?
Yeah, he was the neighborhood Murder Beast.
Oh, I thought Murder Beast was his actual name.
I thought it was both like Lizard Man.
Title
Right.
and name?
Yeah.
It's a title, it's a profession, it's a name.
So
Murder
wait,
Beast, that's what we called him when he was running around the neighborhood murdering things.
yeah.
And but we found he had a tag. What do they call him? Boop,
Oh, Chip.
chip.
You want to chop?
And there was another
they-
name on the chip. And to help maintain anonymity, I will not reveal his secret identity.
Oh,
Look,
fair.
I don't need to know Murder Beast's government
No.
name.
No.
He has a government name.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't need to know it.
Supervisor.
Supervisor.
Thank you for sharing that, Alice.
Exactly.
Exactly.
This girl gets it. Yes.
But like,
Maybe.
I just any cat that has a rank or a title, and the more specific and like absolutely inconceivable that a cat could ever do it, the best. Deputy mayor is just chef's
Yeah.
kiss.
Deputy mayor is good. Archie was a nurse.
Hi, Murder. Look at him coming in here.
Oh,
You can't come up on the table, buddy. I'm playing with glue right now.
And Murder Beast is a murderer.
Yeah, he's got a body count. We've seen it.
oh. Well, even if you don't see it, if your cat goes outside, it's killed.
It's a murderer. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to find that even Archie, gentle, sweet Archie, might have killed quite a few lizards outside.
Or inside too,
Well, there is one confirmed kill on the inside, so.
See?
Well, not a confirmed kill, but a confirmed tail biting off.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, lizard tail?
Yeah.
Yeah, they sometimes throw those as a decoy for.
Yeah, like it'll
Yeah.
go back. Fine.
Psych!
Archie, I didn't know you had it in you. Like, I'm so surprised. Genuinely surprised. Mab, what are you working on?
Right now, so when I designed the Crankies,
Yeah.
I had some early prototypes that were not perfect. I am gluing them together to set up as demos.
Oh, smart.
And, like all the other Crankies are going to be shipped flat pack
And then
Because-
assembled.
and assembled.
after-
And these guys right now. Oop. Yes, I know, buddy. You can't come up here because I am playing with glue. You should hear him cry. He's so persistent.
Welcome.
Almost done. I have one left after this. It's easy, but
Time consuming.
this is the part where it's like a delicate balance.
Gotcha.
And I need.
Cool. And then, so then when you have your setup, they can be like the demo.
Yep.
Nice. Yay!
And rubber band to hold it while it dries. So I'm also going to be decorating these to show, how you can paint them up or, because I have one that's decorated and I am almost ready to put them up on the website. And
Amazing.
I am unfortunately a perfectionist.
Well, it's hard. It's hard it's hard not to be when you're sending something out to people. You know what I mean? Like you want to be what they get to be perfect, because that's what they're expecting. Yeah, no, that makes total sense.
Yep, that is exactly the thing. So I'm working on the third one. So the reason they were offcuts is because the earlier prototypes didn't have the little slot here to make changing scrolls easy.
Oh.
Just manually cut these using an X-Acto blade on the earlier prototypes because I can't stick it back with a laser. So now, I mean, it's not a clean cut. It's messy. So I'm just going to glue them together. Also, this size is different than on the final version. The screen size, I mean, the window size. Yeah. So they don't fit the scroll template that I have, which is part of what they will get when they buy it. There's a PDF out. So Mad Labs last week on Thursday with Louis from Little Empires was awesome because, he has a business selling laser stuff, laser cut things. And, I was able to ask a million questions and be like, oh, okay, well, what do you think? And he's the one that was like, yeah, I put my prototypes up for sale because people buy them. And I was like,
what?
Even if they're not perfect? And he's like, yeah, though they like the imperfections. So I'm going to be using this to test putting it together.
Yeah.
And, it was great. It was a great show. I highly recommend going back and watching it. I did some engraving on the show, so there was ambient background noise from the laser, so be prepared for that.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Well, it's technically it's not the ambient noise. It filters that out, but it basically makes a defaulto sound gate.
What's that mean?
Well, it's because like pre-show when everyone was talking at a lower volume, it didn't thing, but as soon as Mab hit a certain loudness, it messed up the sound.
Oh, gotcha. Good to
know.
This
when I had the laser running in the background?
Yeah.
Or is this today?
Oh, today you sound great.
Yeah, you sound great.
Yeah. It's basically, I think it kind of turns your sound into a gated reverb setup.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, the same way they make that weird drum snare.
Yeah, which is good for that one band.
Genesis?
Yes, but not. No, I was actually thinking of that other band.
9 Inch Nails.
No.
Led Zeppelin.
No.
Journey.
No.
The Bonzo Dog Yaya band.
Yes.
Oingo Boingo.
Yes, actually.
The Mystic Knights of Oingo Boingo.
Oh,
no, Oingo Boingo. That's what I was thinking of, actually. Danny Elfman loves gated reverb, doesn't he?
Oh, well, I know Phil Collins is the most famous, but that was actually, I said Genesis when, fool that I am, I briefly forgot that. He's well known for that in his solo work.
Yeah.
Because he's the singer in his solo work and not the drummer. He's the drummer of Genesis.
I can feel the gated reverb in the air tonight.
No, but that like that like super sharp sound to the drums on the drum breakground.
Yeah.
I think that's achieved using gated reverb.
Okay. All right. We're putting it together.
Like a cranky.
Like a cranky.
Like a cranky.
Okay. All right. I have 3 cranky boxes assembled, and I will paint them and make them look cool.
Yay. There's a song there somewhere, like putting it together like a cranky. I arrive in flat like a cranky.
Like a cranky. Spun
Turn
for the very first time.
Why?
Like a cranky. Gonna turn me all the time.
All the time. Yeah, nice. Good.
So that's what that song was about.
Yeah. Yeah. It's all about
Well,
cranky.
I did the thing. I did that thing, and I did another thing.
That's
I'm almost
that's
at
too
the thing.
big. That's so many things.
I did the pizza magnet, pizza money magnets, cut the slots on the crankies, assembled them. I made these the other night.
Oh,
Nice.
yes.
I have a button machine now.
Can I see those money magnets again? They look so good. I want to look at them again. I
Yeah,
might.
so I did the artwork in, I guess, Canva and Illustrator. And they are glossy, so kind of waterproof.
love
Magnet.
them so much.
It's so brilliant. Like, I can imagine just like pizza money on the fridge being held on by the pizza money magnet.
Wait, I'm trying to see the.
Oh,
See, I found that if you put not a euphemism on a thing, people start like going, how could that be a euphemism? And then they write their own dirty jokes. It's brilliant.
Got to get the audience to do the work for you. That's real entertainment.
well, I mean, we've talked at length before about my theories of entertaining children, which is just to get them really cheesed off at me.
Yeah.
I just convince kids that I am the stupidest man they've ever met, and they'll spend the whole day trying to fix me.
Oh, kids are
Won't
so
work,
good.
though.
Yeah. They're so noble.
When kids are at events and a little bit too disruptive for the thing that's happening,
Yeah.
I like to send them on a quest.
Yeah.
And it takes care of them, and then I get something out of it. The quest being kettle corn, chai,
Being, yeah, an ice cold lemonade.
the
But kids like
signature from the queen.
if they're acting up, it's probably just because they don't have anything to do.
Right.
Yeah.
And I give them my goblin bribes because I have all these coins that I give. I said, hey, do me a favor. I need you to, and I give them the coin, and I come up with something like, I need you to get the queen to say okay. And then they want to know what the queen is saying okay to. And I was like, oh, that's not important. You say, Wendy wants to know, is it okay?
And you just get the queen to say yes.
Or just say, it's okay. She has to say,
Yeah.
it's okay.
And
That's-
then
And then
That's
they
so
bug the
good.
queen. Then they bug the queen and they're not bugging me.
That's so making kids bug the queen is I love that.
Hey, ask the queen if it's okay. Can you say, Wendy wants to know if it's okay? Here's the coin. Okay, now you don't need to give this to the queen. This is for you. This is for you. And so a lot of times they try to give it to the queen.
aw,
And she knows she knows what the deal is.
That's so
And,
cute.
And she's like, well, you get to keep that. And tell Wedgie it is most assuredly not okay. And then what she said? She said it's not okay. I said, oh, but you got to tell her that I said please.
You had one job.
I was doing a show years ago where I was just like a character atmosphere person. It's mostly Soka show spread out, and like there was like a daytime family focused time and then a late night one afterwards. And I was like, oh, whoa, I have a lot of experience with kids. I better like step up. And I was like, I don't have a plan at all. And I don't know what I did, but within an hour, I had like all of the kids leading me around telling me about how all the art worked. Like,
Oh, nice. I love that.
yeah, it was great. It was a Portals theme. And so my concept was that I was lost from somewhere, another world, perhaps. I was kind of afraid of the portals. So I had all these kids telling me how they worked. And he's like, yeah, this portal's not active right now. Man, I don't know if you've ever had like a couple of like bright 12-year-olds just
explain things to you.
Confidently tell you about what they made up 20 minutes ago.
Yes, I love
So
that.
great. So
Like,
great.
God, the Queen was telling me about this whole thing that these kids had started, that the Goblin was trying to steal the throne from the Queen.
Oh, amazing.
They had this entire mythos written, and all I did was ask the kid to ask the Queen if it was okay.
That's so... Oh, kids need so little.
There was one time I was having a party at my house, and a bunch of the theater kids, like the younger theater kids, they were probably all in their like 20s, so little babies, climbed up on the roof, and we left them up there for, I don't know, 20 minutes. And I go up there to check on them. They've created their own mythos. They have their own cult up there. If you leave theater kids alone for 20 minutes, they're gonna form a cult.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fair.
I've seen that happen at so
Yeah.
many parties.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh, I'm glad it happened at my house. Good for them. Proud of those little kids.
Sorry, just a memory of kids running up to me saying, "We found more portals! Follow us!"
Okay, thanks. Oh, I love it.
Were you careful? You got to make sure you don't fall into them. No, they're safe. Follow us.
Are you sure that's a portal? That looks like a shoe to me. No, the portal. It's right. No, that's definitely a shoe. The portal's right here. That's the shoe. This is the portal. Why would they say a shoe is a portal? You're
Ah!
I love
Yeah.
kids.
Me
Aw.
too. I like other people's kids.
Yeah, I like kids abstractly.
Yeah.
I don't want any of that. But also, I could never create life on any way. Just what a thoughtless thing to do. Like, oh, is there a whole person now? Well, now they got to figure out what they're doing.
They gotta eat. Ah, jeez.
Yeah, almost every day.
Ah,
Yeah. Yeah, I like them. I don't want to take them home with me.
Right, yeah. I just don't have any place to keep them. I love kids, but the curio cabinet is full.
So full.
yeah. That is the one thing in my head about that is
Well, I assume, Mab, if you kept kids, you would keep them as magicked little figurines that you would curse them into being, or like keep them in a painting in your head. Just some traditional witch kind of thing.
In a pot?
Or like you could have a painting and you keep the kids in that world.
Or in a doll.
Or in a doll, yeah.
Or through a portal with buttons sewn on their eyes.
Classic.
Yeah, the classics.
Yeah.
I agree, Victoria London Fog. I am the eccentric aunt, and I am okay with that. I am the aunt that the kids are going to go through my stuff when I die and go, holy shit.
Yeah. Well said. Well said.
Well, I figure when I die, my belongings will be guarded by the tunnels I've built from the accumulated newspapers and other hoarded objects.
When I die, I expect everyone to fight over my stuff and my sheets and my shoes, and I will be given an unmarked grave so that no one will know where to desecrate my body.
And I'm gonna have huge a carriage drawn parade through the streets, and then my body will remain in state in a see-through coffin, so people can come and like pay their homage to me for decades.
Yeah, you're not going to be embalmed though, right?
No,
it's just everyone's going to see you rot.
And actually, her body will be perfectly preserved, and then that's when they will realize that she's actually a saint.
Ooh. That is like the last step.
Yep.
This whole time, and they'll be like, but she did all the things that we thought were sins. Like,
have you ever read?
Turns out you were wrong.
Some of the shit that saints have done.
Yeah, turns out the saints are no saints.
I mean, they're literally saints, but they sometimes didn't have the most saintly of behaviors.
Yeah, before or after conversion, like in general. I mean, it's that thing where it's like, of course, that's saintly behavior. I'm a saint, and it's how I'm behaving. But yeah, I mean, Saint Christopher was an avowed Satanist.
Before or after conversion?
Well, like before, but when he was working on carrying people across the river.
I would like to hear more details on this.
Oh, well, Saint Christopher was this big dude.
Where's this yesterday's night?
The story of Saint Christopher. Saint Christopher was this big dude, and he was like, I'm not gonna. And he heard, like, he was like, well, I'm not gonna serve any king that can't beat me up. So he went around like beating up kings and being like, well, ain't no king I can worship. And then he heard about God and stuff, and he's like, whatever, there's no way he's tougher than me. And he's like, okay, that Satan dude sounds tough enough. I'll be a Satanist. I'll worship Satan. So because he was big, strong man, a job he did is he would carry people across the river. Like, people would pay him. He'd carry them. They'd stay dry. Obviously, there wasn't a bridge in that area, or there was, and he just was very persuasive. But he had a habit of throwing people off his back halfway through, so they got thing, and then he'd be like, "Oh, you're angry? Try beating me up. You're not tougher than me."
Then they'd have to fight him in the water.
I don't know. I don't know if he stuck around in the water or if he went back to the shore and he's like, "Well, if you want to fight, I'm over here." But like. Either way, he was a big jerk. And then one day, he gave a ride across the river on his back to this little boy. And he was going to throw him in the river because, you know.
That's how you do.
Yeah, he don't give a dang. Except with every step he took, the child grew heavier and heavier and heavier.
They do that. Actually,
yeah,
they do that.
Did he just like really have to poop?
No. Turns out you're never going to believe who that innocent child was in this story about a Christian saint.
Steve Buscemi.
That's a good guess. You're really close, but no.
Emma Thompson.
Oh, that's even better guess, but no.
I can't think who it could possibly be.
Turns out it was the Christ child.
Oh, the little baby Jesus child.
Little baby Jeebus. And that little baby Jeebus carried the weight of the world on his shoulders, which was more than St. Christopher could carry. So he said, all right, little baby Jeebus, turns out you're tougher than me.
Wow. So really, St. Christopher is saying that true strength is emotional strength and mental health.
Oh, sorry.
No, true strength is being able to literally lift the earth.
It wasn't like the emotional weight?
Oh no, he was literally, because he's God. So little baby Jeebus he can just deadlift the earth.
Wow.
Okay,
well,
that's
not hard. You're out in space and there's no gravity out there.
It's super hard because it's really hard to pick things up under those conditions. The earth is very large and very cumbersome. If I just get a good grip on the planet, I'm just lying down.
Just give me a big lever. Anyone can do it.
Okay, so that's an associative property rather than a commutative property, and I just can't get behind that. Sam didn't share the weight of the ring when he carried Frodo.
Well, he did, though, but his faith in Frodo is what let him do that.
Ah.
Just like St. Christopher's faith in Satan. That's another really good guess, Victoria London Fog. But, spoiler, that I already gave, it was not Tilda Swinton.
It was
I don't know.
Nor was it Rob Schneider.
I'm pretty sure it was Tilda Swinton. Wait, that's true. Was it a comedy or dramedy?
It was the truth, because all saint stories are just true. It's just
like
real fact. It's history.
Yeah, like a documentary.
Yeah, like a documentary.
Like a PBS documentary.
Well, that sounds dirty.
Oh, my drawers look so good right now. I'm so happy about it.
I do need clarification. Do you mean drawers as in things that you put things in, or do you mean drawers as in underwear?
Drawers as in, they're not even really drawers. They're like a cabinet.
Do you mean drawers like when somebody is in the present sketching?
Yeah.
When you draws a picture.
I guess I mean like a cupboard.
Wait. No, but like isn't Sauron is like
the Satan.
Well, he's like the secondary Satan. Apparently the real Satan is in the Silmarillion.
Clever, because
the Mandalorian.
Mandalorian.
He will save us.
That's how they messed up. They should have
given
like an old-timey 50s Western movie theme song. Like have Gun Will Travel for the Mandalorian show. Mandalorian!
Did you hear you've heard the opening credits, right?
No, I've
Here's
the thing about Star Wars.
Yeah.
Disney has shown without a shadow of a doubt that they do not care about Star Wars. And when they started not caring, I stopped caring.
The Mandalorian is kind of the only Star Wars thing I've ever enjoyed.
I mean, I've heard that's pretty good for the first 2 seasons, and then it gets bogged down in all of the BS. And Andor's supposed to be good too, but it's
I enjoyed Andor.
But yeah, the opening credits of The Mandalorian is exactly it. They're like, dun 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 dun, dun Mandalorian. No, it's great opening credits. Great opening theme song.
Are there lyrics, or is it like Bonanza?
There's the lyrics that I've created in my head.
Yeah.
Oh wait, because Bonanza has lyrics. They just don't sing it.
I know. Isn't that amazing?
It's like MASH.
Bonanza. I thought the
We're
lyrics
gonna fight a pretty little fight in Bonanza.
I thought the lyrics were dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
Bonanza. We're some guys and we do some stuff. Bonanza.
Thank you, Romax. I knew this. I appreciate your dropping some big knowledge bombs.
There it is. That's the name we were looking
Melkor.
for. Yeah. The big bad. Sauron was just an eye. Melkor was the whole butt.
Sauron was originally a three-dimensional walking, talking, breathing entity.
If I knew a guy named Melkor, I feel like I would have bullied him. Oh, hey, Melkor. What'd you bring for lunch today? Warm milk again?
No, the souls
again.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that what you say when you eat your EL fudge cookies because they look like little gnomes?
Yeah. Shut up. Someday I'm gonna be cool, Caveat Belly, and then you'll see.
I'm gonna go to jewelry school, and I'm gonna
I'll show them all.
I'll collect all of the Cimmerals, and then I'll get the wish from the dragon. That's what it's about, right?
Uh-huh.
They have to collect all the Cimmerals to bring Goku back to life.
Uh-huh.
to life.
And Vegeta's the big bad. Watch out for Piccolo.
Wait, I thought Frieza was the Satan of Dragon Ball Z. Because Goku is evil and then becomes good. So really, Goku is the Saint Christopher.
Yes, true.
Of Dragon Ball Z.
True. Very true.
Is it pronounced Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Balls?
Both are acceptable.
It's Dragon Ball Z because there's other Dragon Balls. There's like Dragon Ball GT.
Through Y.
Yeah, there's Dragon Ball GT. There's Dragon Ball. There's just Dragon Ball.
Actually, I'm sorry. It's time to reveal the truth. It's an adjective. It's Dragon Ball Z.
I'm feeling real Dragon Ball Z today.
You're looking Dragon Ball Z.
I just feel like I'm dragging them.
This balls are dragon.
What is the feeling that would be? How are you feeling if you're feeling Dragon Ball Z?
Really run down.
Like
really run down.
Bored. Like I'm bored.
Like you just want to like hole up in a cave because you're tired.
God. Oh, man.
I would have given Melkor a swirly and he would have taken it because he would know he deserved it.
Damn.
Or I feel like Dragon Ball Z could also be like, I'm so tired, like I don't have any filters. So like I'm just gonna say, I'm feeling a little Dragon Ball Z today. Don't like I'm
yeah, I get it because you're like
I am dragging things and they are balls.
No, because you've got gumption, but it's by accident.
Yeah.
Just
it's not.
The mask slip.
The mask is I'm too tired. to be polite. My balls are dragging. Feeling Dragon Ballsy.
So I'm getting the impression that the Lord of the Rings had a lot of Satans.
This place is lousy with Satans.
There's
It's Satans everywhere. Got
Oops.
Satan.
Palooza.
oops, all Satans.
Oh wait, that's the one I wanted. Yeah. Although this is also good to read as well. Wow, that's some deep lore there, Kara Chapel.
Y'all are my kind of geeks, man.
Yeah,
This is-
you're getting
yeah.
deep into it. This is good.
I have no idea what that refers to. I am in awe. Just
I know.
bravo, Kara Chapel. I once sat down and tried to read the Similarian,
No.
and then I stood up and I walked away.
You're like, this no mortal man can read this.
I read like the first paragraph like 3
7
times
Yeah.
and without parsing it, and I was like, maybe later.
And
That was more than 20 years ago.
I will say, and it is a brag, Magnus has read it more than once.
Brag. Nerd brag.
Brag.
Well, he must be pretty Dragon Ballsy.
That's a fair assessment, I'm going to say.
Hard agree. It's either that or I'm dumb, which honestly, I'm not going to fight you on either. Because here's the thing, like, a lot of people when they meet me think I'm very stupid. You can see it. They'll start talking to me slower and stuff. But they don't realize that secretly underneath that, when you get to know me better, I'm very smart. But if you get to know me really well, you're going to find that underneath that smart layer is so much stupid.
So that was the discussion of wisdom versus intelligence.
I'm bragging about how stupid I am, Victoria London Prague. Okay? This is not self-depression. This is Dragon Ballsy of me.
Oh no.
This is self-aggrandizement.
Yeah. I have become Derp, destroyer of worlds.
Yeah. I mean, some people say that there's like a comfort in stupidity, in that, like, I've heard people say like
Ignorance is bliss.
no, more like, oh, how much damage can they do? They're not that smart.
Oh my god.
Like, no,
kidding?
that's
I'm a
what do you-
developer. I know exactly how much damage stupid people can do.
yeah. Like, no, that's not going to save you. Most evil things aren't really evil. They're just kind of really dumb.
The biggest mistake you can make, but when you're reasonably intelligent, is to think that stupidity is just making the wrong decisions. And you go over your decision tree and you're like, well, even if they go wrong with that, it shouldn't be a big deal. When they don't realize that when you get stupid enough, that decision tree is vast and very confusing, and you're already really stupid. So there's all of these words and they've got lines and you're not sure what's happening. And long story short, I broke every table in the restaurant and I'm not sure how.
Okay, Victoria London Fog, I can make this happen.
Uh-oh.
Okay. I officially get a free one for thinking of it.
I've got to log in. Can you text me that or post that in the Discord so that I can copy that and not forget it? Because I am also Derp.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And I could make it a button.
Oh, it would be a very good button. Be an excellent button.
I do really want one of them Nat 21 buttons. I love buttons.
Do you have a button machine?
I do not. Oh.
Whoa, that's a nice one.
Are you kidding? This was like a super cheap one that I had very low expectations for, and it works brilliantly.
It looks great.
The only challenge is that everything's metric.
Oh.
So it's in millimeters, not inches. And when you buy things in the US, they come in inches.
Right.
So the paper cutter thing that I have is, I got the closest I could, but it is a hair too big. The circle cutter for the button things. It's like, it's right over there. But
no, yeah.
And also, I thank you, Victoria Lendenfog. Also, sometimes the thing, but I think that's like the case for any didn't.
Okay.
Like that stick didn't stick on. Oh, I might be able to reuse the back. That popped right out.
Oh.
So
that's cool.
Like the plastic didn't crimp all the way down on this one. So it's gonna like rub off.
How
did it?
Large of a button can you make?
Button machines only make one size.
Well,
the size that you buy.
Right.
This one, I think, is one. Wait, I have buttons here and a thing here.
They look like what, an inch and a quarter?
One, like roughly.
Oh, that's a good size.
They're a little bit bigger than an inch. Metric. And I bought it on Temu, and it was like $34.
Is it like 5 centimeters?
Well, it's between 25 and 30 centimeters. It's millimeters.
Millimeters.
Or millimeters, yeah.
Millimeters. And I think it was 31 millimeters or 34 millimeters. I mean, it was just a really weird measurement, and I could see that they were trying to get like somewhere between inches but anyways, it's easy. Button. Boom.
I worked for many years ago. I worked a promo gig for the car show in Philadelphia.
We all.
And I worked good gig. It's a nice gig. Paid super well. And my job was at the Chevrolet station, and I ran a button making station. And you like gave little pieces of paper to kids, and then they would like draw something, and you'd like make them a button. And I was like, can this be my job always forever?
That is so much fun. I've done that at actually, we did that for my Nibblings 10th birthday. That was the Renaissance Fair. We had a button making station.
It's so satisfying to make them. Like
they have buttons.
And you can make them from anything, and people get creative. And it's just my brother had a friend who had a really nice button maker. And they just brought it.
And there's such like beautiful, like the machinery of it is beautiful and like very satisfying. And then you have a thing. Whew.
When Mab, I don't know if you've heard this story, but when my brother had a kid with his then wife, they made a deal. Most birthdays would not be over the top, would not be too big, but every 5 years, he could. It was if it's divisible by 5, he can do.
You can go all out.
That's the word I was looking for.
So we made a backyard carnival for 5th birthday.
Was that the one that you hired me and Kim to perform at, or was that the 10th birthday?
You guys were at the 10th birthday party,
Okay.
which was the Renaissance Fair.
Right,
Because
that's right.
the 5th was just in their backyard.
That's right.
There had been a lot of bad weather, and his fence was falling down. So he and I just tore the fence up and made booths out of all of it.
Oh,
So
brilliant.
we just had a bunch of carnival booths. They were easy to work. The kids, I mean, 5-year-olds, it's not like they can do much. So for 10th, we did Renaissance Fair. And for 15th, it was Monte Carlo night.
Of course it was. You're grown-ups at 15. You want cool grown-up stuff. Did they have fake drinks and fake cigarettes?
Oh, yeah. Yes. And I put together a horse racing game that I had one kid lose so much candy because they were betting for candy.
Of course they were.
Actually, it worked out so great because some of the games would not give out a lot of candy, but then there were a couple of games that would just give out tons. So they would lose candy at the tougher games, go to the easy games, build up their stock again. They loved it. It was honestly one of the most fun parties I've ever seen people enjoy.
I would go to that as an adult.
Yeah, there was this one.
And still play for candy.
Oh yeah, definitely. But there was this one
kid
kid
a lot
who
of candy and you eat it between the one station and the next.
They were chain eating candy cigarettes and yelling at the horses.
Ha!
It was I watched a 15-year-old develop a gambling addiction before my very eyes.
Sounds gateway to me, man.
And it was a lot of fun.
All right, my friends. I believe we are at time.
We are, and I do want to go.
Yeah, I also have to go to take a nap. I'm still not 100% recovered, and I want to take it. And I have shows this weekend, so I want to take it as easy as possible on myself.
Girl,
And
get your rest.
it's hard for me to rest, but I've been very good about it, about like taking lots of naps and sleeping. But I'm glad I felt well enough to do this show. I finished all my drawers. They're all folded. They look great. Future show, she's gonna be so happy with me. We had a great show, everyone.
We did. Before we go, I wanted to say that would be an amazing t-shirt to wear. And I agree that phrase is better when it's not in the group chat. And Jacaro, yeah, that was really good.
For the life of the button. I want to be clear. These are not fancy ass buttons. This is about as cheap as it can be. And still
We wouldn't want to put buttons on your app. That'd be painful.
I mean, if you're into that, I'm not going to judge.
Fair. That's right. No judgment.
I have like a little plastic back instead of a metal back.
I like a plastic back though. I like it. All right.
But back to saying goodbye.
Back to saying goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye. See you next week. Thanks, everybody. You're the best. Bye.
Crafting with Joshi and Cubby. What will we make today? What is the dice of the day? Crafting, creating, collaborating. What would an octopus say? Trivia questions, hooray! Creating, clickbaiting, can't hardly waiting for the crafting show. A crafting show with Cubby and Joshi.
And Bab and a little bitty kitty.
Little kitty, bye.
Bye.